Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start with the next chapter in mathematics, which is trigonometric functions. So in the last year, that is 11th standard, you must have gone through all the trigonometric formulae and the variations to them. This year also you have a special chapter based on trigonometry, which is trigonometric functions. Okay, so let's start. Going to give you a recap what you have done in 11th standard. Okay, so let's see. So as you know, any point when I want to represent on the graph, I have two systems, that is Cartesian system and polar coordinate system. So suppose I have horizontal x dash axis and y dash axis, then any point say P is represented as xy in Cartesian system. So you are already knowing it since 9th standard you are studying. Okay, so x coordinate and y coordinate, that we call it as Cartesian coordinate system. Whereas whenever I have a polar coordinate system, let's say the same point P I can represent using variables r and theta, then such a system is called as polar coordinate system. Now what is r here? R is nothing but a radius vector and theta is vectorial angle. So here we have Cartesian coordinate system, here we have polar coordinate system. This is r. Anti-clockwise I have to consider theta, that is with respect to positive x-axis. Then I can represent any point p x y in Cartesian coordinate system as p r theta in polar coordinate system. Now here you know that this is x distance and this is y distance, so xy coordinate, right? This is your y distance parallel to it, this is x distance, so we get any point P as xy. Here any point P as r theta, where r is directly distance from origin to that point, okay, which is given as, if I consider with respect to Cartesian system, it is x square under root x square plus y square. So r I can get it as under root of x square plus y square if I know Cartesian coordinates, whereas theta is tan inverse y by x. Okay, this theta which I have considered anti-clockwise is calculated as tan inverse y by x if I know Cartesian coordinate system. So what is a relationship between Cartesian and polar coordinates of a given point? It is pxy I can directly map to p r theta. Okay, so in this chapter your first exercise is based on relationship and conversion of Cartesian and polar coordinates. Now let's see some examples based on finding Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate. So just to remind you, what is r? R is under root x square plus y square. Theta is tan inverse y by x. Similarly, if I want to find x with respect to polar coordinate, it is r cos theta and y is r sin theta. Okay, so these four formulae you have to remember in order to do or solve following examples. Okay, so now the question is, find the Cartesian coordinate of the following points. What is the question? Find the Cartesian coordinate of the following points. That means they have already given us, these are your polar coordinates. You have to convert and find x and y coordinate with respect to them. Okay, so what is given? R is root 2 and theta is pi by 4. Okay, so using these two equations we can write, since x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, let's solve this. So therefore x is root 2, that is value of r, into cos of pi by 4. So what is cos pi by 4? You already know pi by 4 is 45 degree. So cos of 45 is 1 upon root 2. You should know the chart for this. So we get x is equal to 1. Okay, similarly let's find y. Since y is r sin theta, so root 2 into sine of pi by 4, that is root 2 into sine 45 is again 1 upon root 2, so that gets cancelled, and y is also 1. So for this corresponding r and theta, what is my xy coordinate? 1, 1. Okay, this is the answer. So when I want to convert Cartesian product, when I want to convert polar coordinate into Cartesian coordinate, I have to use these two formulae. Okay, now let's do this. So here r is half and theta is 210 degrees. Now 210 degree, I can write it as 180 plus 30. Okay, 180 plus 30. That means in the last year I have taught you about any angle can be written in the form of 0 degree, 90 degree, that is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, like that. Okay, so here is where my pi lies. So 210 is somewhere pi plus 30. Okay, so I am writing it as pi plus, 30 is pi by 6, right? So instead of keeping it in degrees, I have converted into pi, right? So now using the same formula like above, x is r cos theta and y is r sin theta, therefore x is r is half into cos of pi plus pi by 6. Now you already know pi plus pi by 6 is, cos of pi plus pi by 6 is nothing but cos of pi by 6, right? So this is going to be half into, what is cos of 30? Yes, it is root 3 by 2. Okay, but now you have to find the sine of this angle. Though it is cos pi plus pi by 6, cos pi plus theta is cos theta, but in order to find sine, I have taught you about all silver, tea and cups, right? So this is cos pi plus, just now I have told pi is here, pi plus pi by 6 is somewhere here. So here tan is positive, that means sine and cos are negative, so tan is positive. So here cos value is minus, so answer is minus root 3 by 4. Okay, now similarly y is, once you know where it lies, pi by 6, cos pi plus pi by 6, so you should get its magnitude, and for sine check where it lies, which quadrant it lies, do this all silver teacups, and then you will get the sine of it. Okay, similarly here we get r as half into same sine of pi plus pi by 6, so half into sine of pi by 6. Okay, so that is minus pi by 6, because here also sine is negative, so half into minus half sine of minus 30 is this. So we get y as minus 1 upon 4. Therefore corresponding x and y coordinate are minus 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. Okay, now the next question is find polar coordinates of the following point. That means they have given us x and y, and you have to find r and theta. right? So r we can directly get from this formula, square root of x square plus y square. Therefore r is root 2 square plus root 2 square, which is under root of 2 plus 2, that is under root of 4. Therefore r is 2. So we have already got value of r. Our job is to find theta. So again using the same rule, since x is equal to r cos theta, therefore x they have already given, see this is given, is equal to r we found from here into, so substitute over here, into cos theta. So that is root 2 by 2 is cos theta. So 1 upon root 2 is cos theta. Don't just conclude at the value of theta just at this step. You have to find even y value and then predict the value of theta, okay, because it could be positive, negative. Since y is r sin theta, therefore y is again root 2 in this case, r is 2 into sin theta, so root 2 upon 2 into sin theta. Therefore 1 upon root 2 is equal to sin theta. Okay, so that means you can see here both cos and sin value are positive 1 upon root 2. So definitely theta is pi by 4, because cos inverse of 1 upon root 2 is pi by 4 and even sin inverse of this is pi by 4. Therefore our r and theta values are 2 comma pi by 4. Okay, so these steps are simple. Just see the question whether you have to find polar or whether you have to find Cartesian coordinate. Okay, let's see the next question. Find polar coordinates of the point x 3 by 2 and y 3 root 3 by 2. So first step is to find r, which is x square plus y square. So it is root of 3 by 2 whole square plus 3 root 3 by 2 the whole square. So which is nothing but 9 by 4 plus 9, that is 3 square is 9, root 3 square is 3 by 4. So we are getting 9 by 4 plus 27 by 4, which is equal to root 36 by 4 is equal to 36 by 4 is root 9, which is 3. Okay, so r value we are getting it as 3 here. So similarly what we have done in earlier example, since x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, we are going to find the values of theta. Okay, so x is 3 by 2 from given, r is 3 into cos theta. So therefore when I take this down, it is 3 upon 2 into 3 is equal to cos theta. So cos theta is half. Okay, find this also. Therefore 3 root 3 by 2 is equal to r is 3 into sin theta. So this 3 gets cancels, we get root 3 by 2 as sin theta. So you have to find such a theta whose sin value is root 3 by 2 and cos value is half. Both are positive. So theta is going to be 60 degree, that is pi by 3. Okay, theta is 60 degree, which is pi by 3. Therefore for answer what we can write, r theta is equal to 3 comma pi by 3. Okay, so this is the first exercise questions of this chapter, trigonometric functions. Now in the next upcoming lectures we are going to see the solutions of triangle, in which we will see how to find how to solve for the triangle, and we will see how to use sine rule and all. So I have just today given you the introduction of this. Just by heart all the formulae, okay, and solve the numerical based on this, and you will see in the next lecture the further part.